July 21, 2024. I really need to concentrate me on what date it is, so I don't say wrong, because I have hard to know the date, because there is not so much I need to know about the date, because I sit here by myself. It's only when I need to go to the doctor I need to know what date it is. And I'm going to the doctor on Tuesday, and 23. And it's about something I have done before, and the doctor think it is the heart that have something. I don't really know what I should do the 23, but it's no a big thing. It's only mostly to talk to someone about the heart. And it is it's very strange, I think, that I don't have so much listener on my podcast on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So and I don't judge you, but I say that it looks like you have a party in the weekends, and but it can be that you are together with your family. So then I should not judge, because it can be something that have with your family to do, yourself to do, and not to be going into clubs or drinking or something like that. I don't judge, but it is very strange that on Friday, Saturday and Sunday I don't have so many listeners. Those other days, this week I have had over 200 on listener per day on SoundCloud. Then I have some on YouTube, and then I have more on other sites. So maybe it's a double of listener I have per day, about 400, and I'm very pleased with that. But of course I shouldn't wanted to have the whole earth listen. And it is not about myself, because I'm good. I'm good in what I'm doing. I know I'm going back to God, but I want you to come with me. I want more people to be like we are, a big group of people going to heaven and see how beautiful there is. And but I can understand, because I meet people that don't understand this, because they think that it's only here and now. It's only earth we live, and then is nothing more. They don't understand that it's much, much more. There is much more going on after life. And I read about this discussion about how long you live after you die, and all this science and talking, and I don't need to listen on that, because I know, because you that have followed me, you have heard, maybe not heard the voice of those visitors that coming to my home, but you hear what they are talking about. And there is many times you can't think it's me that talking all the time, that I talk all the time, but I talk what I'm hearing. I don't talk from myself. I talk to you about what they are saying in heaven. And most of it is about the whole world, that the whole world should hear it. It is for a long time a message, but you don't know how long you will stay here on earth. So in that way, is it close? It's close for everyone, because we should be very happy if we live till we are 100 years old, and that is a short time. And then people think that is nothing after that. So that's very short. And I understand the frustration, and people in my age, I'm born in the 50s, and those people, they are scared, and they are trying to live like they are young, because they are scared of death, and they are drinking very much, many of them. I don't say that everyone do it, but very much people in old age, they are drinking, because that's, I heard, I am in some groups with old people, and that's the only way they see fun life. Life is only fun if you're drinking, if you are drunk and go and dancing and be crazy. And they don't understand the life like I live. I was out today, out in the forest, and it's an area where it is industry, but no one is working there in the weekends, so it's very quiet. There is no one want to drive to their work when they are off work. But I do the opposite, because it's very calm, and I hear the birds singing, and I enjoy it to look at if there is something I can pick of wild berries And I know I have been in many countries, and I know that you can't do like I do here in Sweden, that you can only stop and pick berries at the road. And but we have this, that it's okay to do that if we are not picking berries that is close to a house, and that you can see that those bushes belong to the family in that house. Then you don't pick it. It's not allowed. But if there is out in the forest, you can pick berries and mushrooms and other flowers and these things. And I do that. I don't have any music in my ears. I only listen at beautiful birds that singing. And I can stop sometimes in the forest and only sit there and listen, and suddenly it's coming wild animals in front of me, because I am quiet and I think there is no one there, and I can see things that normally a person doesn't do. And now is it. It is very, very strange, this, what I have been. I am blocked out from everything on my computer. It's not on my computer, it's on internet. And this with the Mormons church, that I can understand, that they maybe blocked me out because they have listened at this podcast and know that I have criticized them much, so they have blocked me out. And I can't come in and do my family tree. The family trees on my father and my mother's side. I can't do that. Even if I have paid for it. I have paid the DNA test to know where I'm coming from. And then I have been a member of the church only so I don't need to pay because it's much money for me to pay for the family tree. I can't. Maybe if I get help from you that listen, then I can do that. But on my own, with my retirement, I have lower than before now. They have taken away money from me. And so I don't have, I'm very poor. Of course I am not poor like in many countries, but to be Swedish, I'm very poor. Half of the rent for my home, it's eat up half of it of my retirement. And then is it some bills to pay every month, like electric bills and the computer bills, and then I travel with the taxi, so I have to pay for the taxi, and it's not so much money like I go on my own, but I have at least a big bill to pay for going to the doctor. And now it's coming up. We have free health care, but we need to pay our medicine one amount that it's not very much, but it is much, because most of the time it's coming, the medicine bills coming with the doctor bills, and then it's be much. But I pay that. I pay all these bills that I need to pay. And I don't pay those bills that come with that my son was staying in my apartment for almost 1 year and didn't pay anything. And when I come back from United States, I had those bills to pay, and I didn't have that money when I come back from United States. I didn't have anything. I didn't even have salt to the food, and so I couldn't pay. And then is it still going on that those money, I can't pay that because my retirement is too low, and those money that you have sent to me, those money have going to God. The money is for to do what God wants me to do, and not for myself. I could have done much other things when I got this money to fly to Israel. I could have bought me new computers because they are very old now, and I could buy something for my home, but I didn't do that because I knew that God wanted me to take the flight to Jerusalem and end that kind of work I do. It was my 4th time to Jerusalem, so that was the end of it. But he didn't say anything about other things. And so it was okay to be staying home in this winter, 2023-2024, as I had been to Jerusalem in the winter 2022 and 2023. So I was okay, but now it's soon winter again, and it have been rain most of every day. I have had 2 days it have been summer, and when it's summer here in Sweden, I'm sorry, I have to cough. Here in Sweden, we don't have so long summer, so we need to go out when it's some summer days. and I went out and drive around where it was calm. But yesterday I drove to the city, to downtown city, and there was very much tourists. They are coming with the boats, as we have a harbor that can take. The harbor can't take big ships, but they have small boats where they're going out and take people into the city, and it's crowded, and it was a family yesterday. They drive in front of me, and they didn't understood that was where they were walking. It was for bicycle and me that have the scooter. They didn't understood it, but I was not in a hurry, so I drove as slow as they walk. But it's these things that can be very stressful. And yesterday I have a small accident yesterday when I was in downtown, so I was a little distressed of everything that was going around. But I need to go to look at the downtown at least one time in the summer to see what's going on. So I did, and I the first time it's kind of fun, but people be angry at me, but I see it as fun. Those stupid things you can do. I was going into a restaurant, a buffet, those for a Chinese buffet. I was longing for that, but it was closed in the weekends, so I couldn't eat there. And they have glass around on the outside of the restaurant, and it was very tight at the tables, so I couldn't turn around with a scooter, and I didn't want to go backwards with all these tables. So I saw there was an opening in front of me. So I drove slowly at the tables, and then I heard a crash. And I look at the woman that was close to me at the table. She was not eating, she was waiting to get food. And I said to her, "What was that sound? Was it your table I drove to?" I say to her, and she, "No, it's the glass." And I didn't understood what she said first. "You drove into the glass." It was not an opening. It looked like that for my brain. Not the eyes isn't it. It's the brain that doesn't understand. So I crash into the glass, but it was this kind of glass that doesn't broke. it only split up if you put the bullet in it. So it didn't harm at all. But I thought it was so funny that I was clearly that this was an opening to drive out from the restaurant, and I crashed into the glass. And there come a woman and helped me out, because she understood that I had hard to drive backwards to see where I should drive. So she helped me, and that was one of the few times people have helped me. And then I drove to the beach, and I should. It was a very tight path to go to the beach, so it was hardly to meet a person there. So there was no way to drive far away from the beach and then turn around. So there was an opening at the beach where they go down to the beach, and I drove down with the scooter to that path where they go to the beach. But it was solid rocks under that place where I should go. And then it was, of course, much sand. So it was a slippery. I slide with the scooter when I should turn around and drive up from the opening. It was like a little hill on it. And I couldn't come up because the scooter didn't get the grip because of the sand. And there was a man that asked me if he should help me, and I say I am frightened that the scooter is going to slide backwards down to more sand, and I will never come up. And he say I go behind the scooter and push it if it's sliding down more. Then I hold it back. He said that to me. So he did that. So I could turn around. But before that, I crashed into a wall. But the scooter have like a gum plastic around it. So driving into the wall only crash into the frame around the scooter. So, but it was shaking. I was scared that I should fall and crash in with my head in something. So that it was twice, and I'm happy that I am not going to downtown again when it's very much tourists. It's be in late August. Some countries have summer vacation in August. So it can be, it's very seldom they have in June. July and August is the most vacations in Europe. And it's from Holland. Many is coming, Holland, Belgium, in August. I know that because we rent out cottage before, so I know how it looked like. And Danish people also coming very late. But here in Sweden, there is summer vacation just now. No schools. So, but it's paid vacation for adult people that working. It's 5 weeks paid summer vacation, or if they want it in Christmas, they can choose whenever they want to have this vacation. If it's not busy at work, they can have whenever they want to have. And so it's quite where I live, because many of those, it's most Muslims that live here in my area, and they are on vacation, and they maybe are not in Sweden. They go abroad, and so it's pretty quiet. And those people that disturb me when I move here in 2020, in February 2020, they have moved away, or my landlord have kicked them out. So just now is it quiet? It's not really disturbing. And then is it also that I don't hear anymore so good as I did before, because of the brain damage. And I don't know whenever I'm going to leave from Earth, and I'm not worried about that. I only ask God that it was someone on Facebook that I follow, that she have dementia, and she died this kind of death that I hope I can do, but it's not me that decided. But she died in her sleep. She go to bed, and then at 5 o'clock in the morning, her husband find her dead. So that was very, very nice. If you must go, you must go when God call you. I don't have any contact with you that listen at my podcast, and it is you should not be scared, because it can look very, very bad when someone is in an accident and they die, and but that's how you see it. That's your eyes and brain see it. But that person, if that person could come back and talk to you, that person say, like, often I have done this in some years, people want to know what's the future and these things, and sometimes they talking to me about their husband have died and how lonely they are and like that. And I explain. And they say that passed away, that coming back from heaven, they say, suddenly I was away. They are not telling you that, oh, I was so much in pain. I heard myself screaming somewhere, but I didn't have any pain because I was already gone. That what you hear and so that was the body. My spirit, my soul, I have already left. And so, and that was it for me also when the car drive over me. I didn't have any pain. I only heard that they say that they should lay me on the right side of my body. And it's where I got this broken on the right side. But they say that they should lay me there. And then when I sit and wait for the ambulance, and the ambulance come after 45 minutes, because I ask sometimes where the ambulance was. And under that time, in 45 minutes, I didn't have any pain because I was away with my brain. It was too much pain for the brain to could work with it. So I was away. It was only when I wake up and I was sitting at the street and I felt pain in my legs. And I say, where is the taxi? Where is the ambulance? And they say, it's soon here. They say they should come. And they say something. And then I was away again. So I didn't have any pain. But people that look at me and saw me sitting on the street, they thought I was very much in pain. I wasn't, because my brain was away. I was already gone, but I was not allowed to come back to God. I had more work to do. So, and then when the ambulance came, I got this pipe to smoke, like it was a new thing. They say to me that, and they should test it on me, and they gave me that pipe. And then when I got the pipe, I was away until we come to the hospital, and then I only wake up when they took away my clothes, because I suppose it hurt a little. And then many hours left after, I wake up in a bed, and they were wondering why I was there in the bed, and say I should go home. And I say to them that I have not met a doctor yet. I have been away for a long time. And so it isn't what you see it to be, because God mercy is on these people, that it's like a premature screaming. It's not themselves that's screaming, it's a deeper screaming from way back in time, in the Stone Age time. Premature screaming that have nothing with today to do. And that's what people hear and think it's coming from that person. It depends on how much pain you have. But if you have this real pain that make you die from earth, that is not they screaming. It's in the deep of the darkness, deep screaming. It's a spirit here. When I'm talking, it have coming a spirit and take over my speaking, talking to you. And he say that he's showing me like a star or like a DNA chain about way back. That's what he talking about. It's coming from the deep, not inside you, but the deepest that you don't know, but what is in you. I say to him, it's hard for me to explain for them what is about this primal screaming. It's something that he's tried to explain for you. He said that is generation back that are with you, but you don't know they are with you. Most of people don't know that you have this real primal screaming, like a baby screaming out for someone to come and help. Someone come to feed. Because it's scared. It's not that they understand it, but it's in primal understand that if they don't get food to eat, they die. And that's where everything is starting. So I thank you for coming to tell us this. That is so much enter in of help from way back to us, and even more if we open up ourselves to those way back that we had with us. I am going to end this chapter. I'm going to keep this Oh, and now I forget. This channel. I have YouTube, but this SoundCloud, it sending to YouTube those episodes without I do anything about it. So I keep SoundCloud now when the bills are coming to pay for the podcast, and it should be enough to could listen at SoundCloud and YouTube for you. And you have had a chance to talk to me when I had all this podcast places, but now I'm going to go down a little in with it, because they are telling me it's not me that telling. They are telling from God that you have what you can work with in those episodes that was recorded. So it says that, and now I need to harvest all those things I'm going through, and the harvest to take me to a warmer country in winter time, so I can go away from the long, cold, dark winter in Sweden. That's what I need you to do. I know some of you don't have that kind of money, and God knows that. So, and God knows when you hide the money also. So He knows everything. He has the control. You can't hide anything from God. He knows you. So I don't have one person supporting me. I don't have a church or nothing. So I'm going to, on this episode, I'm going to write down my bank account number. Is numbers that no one can steal from me. So we don't have that kind of simple banks in Sweden. So it's safe for you to take. If you don't know how to send money to me, you go into your bank and ask them to help you. It's simple like that. And sometimes I have my address also written on the back side of the podcast in those episodes I have done. So God bless you, and I hope that you stay with me and help me as much as you can. If I can, it doesn't matter if it's cold in Ohio. I can stay in Ohio if I have people to be with. Then it's not hard for me. If I have a car that come and get me. I don't have a car here. So I have to go out in the cold or stay at home. Staying inside my home for many months, is it? So God bless you, and thank you for your support, you that can do that. send me something.